Good morning, good morning, good morning. Evs and Will, thank you so much for coming joining the stream straight from the off. Hope you're doing well. Let's make sure the audio is right on the music. Seems about right. Hopefully the mic is all right as well. I'm just... Okay, that's sorted. Alex Strafford, thank you very much for coming joining the stream as well. Hope you're doing well. Right, straight into West Ham this morning. And first game is against Peterborough, but we're going to be going with the reserve team and we're going to be simming it. Because he's got Carroll and he's got Snodgrass in there. They're being used just as transfer... Well, Snodgrass is being used as transfer bait, basically. Liverpool and Fulham to win. I don't think Fulham will win. I would like... From a standpoint of Liverpool or English, I would like Liverpool to win the Champions League. I'm not a huge fan of Liverpool, the football club. So I can't say that I want Liverpool, the football club, to win. But because they're English, I will sort of support them. If that makes any sense to anybody. What are your predictions for the 3 playoff finals this weekend? Anybody? Well, I know when Matt gets here, he's just going to say Coventry are going to win. And before we get in, before Matt gets in, if he's not already in here, he has made a promise with me, and I've made a promise with him, that if Coventry win 9-0, I will do a Fortnite stream. The reason why that is a huge forfeit for me is because I hate Fortnite. So that's the bet. So if they win 9-0, Coventry have got to win 9-0, then I will play Fortnite. If they don't win 9-0, I don't have to play Fortnite. We need a new centre-back. Has anyone got any suggestions for centre-backs? We've got some people on the scouting. I've got the same feeling as well, Evs. But obviously, we can't say that to Matt now, can we? When he comes in. But I've got the same feeling. I can get rid of Hannon now. I'm not going to be getting him. We can get Luongo for next year. Van Aken, that's the one. And I could buy him now, and then we've got him for January. Yeah, I raised my eyebrows at that. I didn't understand that at all. I really didn't. Right, so we can raise the ratings to 76 for next year. And we need a centre-back. So we'll be able to get Van Aken next year. Rion Brewster is not growing anywhere near quick enough, so he can go out, and so can Woodburn. Diaz can stay there, and so can Foyth. So we'll leave those where they are for now. So we've got an idea of a centre-back, but we've got no one who we can bring in like now, unless we look at any free agents. We're in the second season, so you never know. There might be a good young defensive player in here somewhere. Well, he's a decent enough physical stats, but his technical stats are terrible. Let's give him a scout just to see what he potentially might grow to. No one really of any note there. We haven't got any centre-backs in the youth academy either. We've got tons of full-backs. But anyway, let's go into the first game against Barnsley. We're going to warm up Andy Carroll already because he looks tired. He hasn't played for a little bit. Even though he simmed the last game, but, you know, he hasn't played for us for a little bit. And how have your weeks been anyway, everybody? One thing that got me as well is Gary Rowett to Stoke. As a Vale fan, I don't like that appointment because Gary Rowett's a good manager. And I think he will do a good job at Stoke. He's definitely a championship manager, which is what they need. And he knows how to get a team in and around the playoffs. And he knows what it takes to stay in that division as well. So it's a very good appointment on his on the chairman's part for that signing. Oh, hang on. Sorry about that. I thought I put my phone on mute.
Well, we've gone with a 4-3-3 formation here.
Sears works a bit of space. Monkurt gets the tackle in, and then Lund wins it again. Thiam. Jeez, he looks a bit rapid.
If they're on the front foot, that three up front can cause the opposition back four some problems.
West Ham United's lineup is this.
Hello Erlo, how are you doing? Hello Paul as well, thank you very much for coming joining the stream, hope you're doing well. Good header away. Essien Jr. using his legs to cut across the midfield. And then, instead of just a pass to a teammate inside, he goes and gives it to the defender. Excellent, excellent. Good hands, Troy. Good, Ricky, how are you? Oh, not too bad, Erlo, not too bad at all.
The visiting team have been really entertaining us with some great attacking football.
Patterson tries to substitute to Jow, and Pearson's there. It's good defending. Win the header. We were just talking about the appointment of Steve McLaren to QPR and Gary Rowett to Stoke. What's everyone's opinions on those? And obviously, I'm assuming when we get talking about managers, we'll talk about Unai and Emery as well at some point. Oh, cheers, Paul. Thank you very much for that. That's awesome to hear. Thank you. Jow, bit of space. Shoots. Good save by Davies. Good. Hope you've had a good week, everybody. It's the weekend, and I'm assuming everyone's off for the weekend on Monday as well. Oxford, good save by Davies again, keeping Barnsley in the game. Hope you've all got bank holiday off anyway, so you can have a nice long 3-day weekend. Oh, idiot, idiot, idiot. And now Moncur. Oh, that's a nice move. Caught me out. Got 2 weeks off school. Don't tell me it's half term now. Is he seriously half term now? Oh, wow. Rude. It's one thing you miss when you're in your working working age. You don't understand when half term is, and you're just like, oh, okay, I get 28 days off paid holiday a year. That's it. 1 week. Okay, so obviously it's area dependent who gets 1 week, who gets 2 weeks. Fair enough. No, I agree. Evs, that is a great appointment. It is in the scheme of those two clubs, I agree with you. But for prestige around the world and what, yes, it's 170 million promotion for the Premier League, but you get to call yourselves champions of Europe, and the sponsorship that comes with that is a lot more than 170 million. Freddie Sears works it through. I was trying to get all that in before we scored the goal. 170 million to the Premier League is brilliant. But you get to call yourselves champions of Europe. And then you can then have a star above your badge, I think. I think you can then have a star above your badge. No, that's the World Cup inning. That's internationals. That's the World Cup, sorry. Yeah, I got that wrong. And then you can call yourself Champions of Europe for the entire year. And the sponsorship packaging that comes with that is big. It's like if you think that every Nivea for Men advert that's got Liverpool on, they can now have Champions League winners underneath it. So Nivea will throw more money at them. And whatever else sponsor, like Standard Chartered as the main sponsor as well. You can just Champions League sponsors of the Champions League winners. You know, it's ridiculous. I mean, money in football at the minute is ridiculous due to sponsorship. Absolutely ridiculous. I think he's got out of control.
Getting forward well as a team now.
Oh, Sears again with the space. Sears again. He is just too damn good at this level. Any of you need a player to get yourself 20 goals a season in League One for a relatively cheap price, get Freddie Sears and get him from Ipswich. And he is just absolutely golden. I mean, look at this. And here was you hoping for a Detroit live stream, KB. No. There will not be a Detroit live stream. Detroit is my game for me to play and enjoy myself. And to be perfectly honest, if I had streamed part of the game that I played yesterday, then pretty much my entire face would have just been like this. No. Seriously, that game has got. It's got me. It's got me hooked. What a save by Trotty. I've not used Jack Marriott, so I don't know. Oh, Trotty! Absolute brilliant. Do you know Jack Devlin? I can't say that I have. Don't know who Jack Devlin is. YouTuber, footballer.
On the attack here.
Lays it off to Brooksy. On his right, he drills it off the defender. If any of you are wondering what I'm talking about, I am talking what I was talking about before. I was talking about this game. Obviously, it's an 18, but if it is over 18, it is freaking insane. It's made by the same people that made Heavy Rain. If any of you have played that, and just all I'm going to say to you is, if you like story games with depth, get it. And replayability, because there's so many choices and avenues to take in that game that you could possibly play the same some of the scenes 4 times and still not get all the outcomes. Paul, no, I really don't like that game. I really don't like Fortnite. It's boring. Again, this is my... Again, before anyone gets triggered, this is my opinion. I find Fortnite boring because I don't understand. Every single game is the same. You know, you drop in, you try and survive, and you've got people camping in corners, just you know, that kind of stuff. There's not enough variety in that game for me. And yes, you could say that FIFA is the same. The difference is you can go to different clubs, buy different players, and still kind of figure out what you're doing. That's why on my career modes I try to go and get different players and build a different kind of team. That's the reason why I do that, and that's how I try and keep FIFA interesting, rather than just going to the top clubs and buying all the best players. I would much prefer to start at a lower team or relegate somebody and then strip them of the good players and then build them back up from the bottom. Freddie Sears is a player I've never used before on FIFA because I never thought he never even approached on my radar. Now I love him. Adam Armstrong, again, Adam Armstrong, when you get to championship level and above, Adam Armstrong is an absolute god up front.
Onto the attack now.
Good tackle, Goodison, nearly.
Move is broken down.
Do you watch X on the Beach? Evs, I do not know what that is. FIFA is the best game since forever. Nah. I don't agree with that one either, if I'm being honest. FIFA's got worse over the last couple of years, really, and to some extent, it's sometimes unplayable, and in certain game modes, it is unplayable at times. I mean, if KB is still here, he'll tell you his stories of Weekend League, and if anyone plays Weekend League, that I mean, obviously I don't play it, so I can't possibly comment on the sheer exploitation that happens within that part of the game, and that's why I don't play Ultimate Team.
Coming forward with some danger.
If QPR get him, then he should do very well for them, and you will enjoy watching him play. He's never quite put it together for a full season wherever he's gone. He's never quite fitted in. I always thought that he would have been able to lock down a place in Newcastle when they went to the Championship, but he didn't really do that. And Brooks has just missed from 5 yards.
Well, he had the chance to get his shot away, even though he had to take it quickly.
Let's say, talking of transfer business, Vale have signed 2 more players. A defender from the Welsh team TNS, and Leon Legg from Cambridge. Which, Leon Legg from Cambridge is a great signing for us. I've just kind of mentioned it then, Paul. That's Port Vale. Oh, nearly got Sears away from Pinnock.
Chance to go at the opposition with pace.
Let's see what everyone's fitness is like, and let's try and change things up. Brooks, just because you missed that easy chance, you can come off for Sergio Busquets, not Sergio, Aurelio Busquets. Let's go with the left footer on the right wing. One thing about Brooks is he's not scared to run forward, which is good, but he does get taken out quite a bit, and can't finish from inside the area. Sears from outside the area, pin it with a block. Who will get relegated from which division, Evs?
West Ham have won that passage of play and come away with the ball. Attacking now. Shot off.
In the Championship.
Taking a touch there on the defender. It will be a corner.
It's a tough one.
2 players ready to come on, and they'll bring them on together now. It's short the corner this time.
That's a good ball in. Lund, it's going to go straight to Davies, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, you would have to say that one of the promoted teams will struggle. You would say that. But you look at Wigan and Blackburn, and you know that both of those teams are accustomed to being in the Championship from history. So you would say that they're not really going. You wouldn't expect those two to struggle. Then you've got Shrewsbury, and I forget the other team in the. I forget who's the other team in the playoff final. I would say Shrewsbury possibly. If Shrewsbury go up, then the play. I would say, all right. So the winner of the playoff will struggle. Yeah, the winner of the playoff final will get relegated. Who's been circling the drain? Well, Burton went down last year. If Bolton don't pick up their ID... Oh, Bolton went down as well, didn't he? Burton and Bolton went down. No, or did Bolton stayed up, didn't he? It was Barnsley that went down. Yeah, he was... Right, so Bolton don't pick up their ideas, then they really need a chance. They really need to start to step everything up and start to figure out what they're actually doing as a football club. Otherwise, they're going to end up with Vale pretty soon. Well, hang on. Or am I?
getting the better of.
Yeah, Bolton stayed up with 2 like last-minute goals. I'm gonna have to bring up the championship table. The hell? What's that free kick for? I'm gonna have to bring up the championship table in between games and figure out. I mean, Forest have been circling for a little bit. I mean, fair enough, last season they were a little bit further away than they have been for previous years. But still. Oh, Freddie, see us. Go get him, son. No.
Oh, it's a long way away from the target. He was so close in.
Oh, that's a howler, and he's getting some stick off those supporters.
I don't know what happened there. Not yet, Will.
Bradshaw. Madison.
That's a bad pass.
Got the ball back now in the middle of the field.
Great tackle, Busquets. Times it well. Gives it to João, who drills it low, gets his goal. And that is 3-0 to West Ham. And that is 3 points home and hosed. Easy, easy, easy. Easy, easy, easy. I will have to bring on Carroll next time. I can't. I don't want. I was only bringing that on just so I could just rotate for a little bit. I wasn't thinking about bringing Carroll on just then because there's not enough time for him to make an impact. If we're going to do Carroll time, we've actually got to give him time to get something in the game.
Could be dangerous. Going forward well.
Oh, that's filthy, Busquets. Oh, Sears, go on, finish him. Oh, oh, Sears, that would have finished everything off.
Promising build up.
Easy. Right, Championship League table. Let me have a look at this now.
Team to dominate the football.
Football lesson, it was really humiliating for the inferior team. They just didn't get into it.
Another good result. They needed to get some goals to do it, but they keep on going.
Yeah, they can't stop
Okay, so
scoring.
yeah, Bolton stayed up, Reading, Birmingham, Hull.
Produces chances, produces goals.
League One, who went up? Yeah, so you've got Wigan, Blackburn, and then you've got. Oh, you. Wow.
Could shoot from here, that's what the crowd think. Dangerous pass, I think, with the keeper.
And then it's Rotherham versus Shrewsbury in the final. All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, so it's one of those. What I reckon is, so you've got Rochdale just no, that was League One. Sorry. So you've got Shrewsbury versus Rotherham. So I agree that the playoff winner, either one of those two teams, they're going to struggle next year. They're going to struggle next year. Then you've got the usual candidates of Bolton, Reading, Birmingham, who have done badly for the last couple of seasons. So you'd have to say, but those two out of those three are possibly going to go with them. I mean, QPR finished 16th, Nottingham Forest finished 17th. Again, 12 points and 15 points away from the relegation place. So nice and safe from that. But yeah, I would say, yeah, I'm going to say either Rotherham, Shrewsbury, that's one. And then possibly Bolton and Birmingham. I think Birmingham have been circling for too long without. They've tried a little bit too much over the past couple of years to try and sort things out, including getting Harry Redknapp in. And it just didn't work. So that's probably a sign of things to come. Unfortunately, for any Birmingham fans out there. Oh, bear with me 2 seconds. Hay fever is kicking my backside right now. Sorry about that. You don't think Reading will go down next year? What's your reasons for that, Ricky? Just out of curiosity. I don't know much about Reading, so that's why I only went on league position from this year. Let's have a look at here. This is the last month we're going to be in South Korea, so if we've got anyone that's worth good. Ooh, Hongil Cho. Thank you. Come join our club. And we'll have a look at how good he is. We have Paul Clem. Oh yeah, so definitely getting relegated though. Nah, he should do all right down there. Paul, if his rating is about 7, if his rating's in the 70s, then yes. What's the guy's name? I want to be signing players that'll help the club rather than just signing players willy-nilly. Oh, Sam Shaw. He looks like he could even be a striker. Get in the club. I mean, Mason Thomas, again, looks like a striker as well. We'll bring him in. We'll give him a start in the youth academy. We'll see what he can do from there. But that's two really good signings there. Nope. It'd be easy. You mentioned him about 62 million times. Okay, no one. No one from that. Alright, let's go back and send those scouts out. And then we'll have a look at what we just brought in. We're sending one to England straight away, all the time. And we're just going to leave him on. We're going to leave all of these on any now. See what we can get. And we're going to go somewhere in South America. So we'll just go there. Oh, we're going to Brazil. And we'll go somewhere in Africa. There. We're going to Algeria. Ah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. He's actually not good enough. He's actually not good enough, Evs. He's only 66 rated. We're going to be looking for 70s plus for next season. Right, we played the last game. So we're simming this one. Oh, I need to look at those plays we just got in, don't I? See how good they were. Right, so Hongil Cho is a centre forward. He's 60 already, potential to be 94. He's got some good stats to start off with. 5'10". Mason Thomas 53, potential to be 94. His speed's there to start off with. What's the finishing on this guy? 52. Sam Shaw left mid, 60 rated straight off the bat. Sprint speed's up there straight away. She's always good. So no, not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, so we're going to be simming this game, and what we're going to do, because Osorio is moaning like a bugger, we're going to bring him in. Sells as a goalkeeper, isn't he, Paul? I'm asking. I'm curious. Is he a goalkeeper? If he's a goalkeeper, I will not be buying him, because we've got a goalkeeper. We've obviously got Trotty, who's our main choice, and then we've got Aaron Ramsdale, who is our training keeper. He's 70 rated, and he's got potential to be in the high 80s. He's English, he's young, He's someone that my brother taught in real life, so that's why we got him in for my personal reasons. So he's a good keeper. Seen him this year he was playing for Chesterfield against Vale. Really good keeper. So we're using him as our training project keeper for the entire career. So we do not need to get a keeper, unfortunately. Rio Coca plays for MK Dons. That's a surprise as well, how badly they're doing at the minute. I mean, MK Dons have just got relegated to League 2. See, training, Ramsdale. He's 70 already. 70 at the minute. We're going to get him up. Hopefully, by the time we get higher up, we'll be able to use him as our first team keeper. Trotty's got a lower ceiling than him. We're going to be trying for 70s. We're going to be trying for 70s. It's like 71, 72, and then when we get into the championship, our max rating we can buy is 76. Once we're in the championship. And we've got a week's break. We don't have a game this week. Interesting. Oh, let's have a look, see if we've actually got any players that will need their contract renewing. Because I can do those at the end of once the stream's over. Yeah, Martinez, Carroll, Giao. Let's try and do Carroll now. Okay, so Carroll wants to join, so we've kept the cheat code in for a bit of it. Yeah, I know. Dolberg's amazing. No, Ramsdale is a Bournemouth player. He played at Sheffield United. He was bought by Bournemouth last summer, but then he was out on loan at Thingy. He was out on loan at Chesterfield this year. Ah, good, we got Carroll back, so that was the main thing. Kasper Dolberg's amazing. Anyone can say anything about him. No, he's not good enough. 62 rated. Yeah, it's like ideal. There's a player. Davy Klaassen is a player that I want to get in career mode at some time. But when I'm actually going to be able to get him, I don't know. Like Timo Werner. Have you used him in your in your Football Manager? He seems to be another one that'll be right up your street. Ridiculously easy. Whoever chat says, Paul, when we get to the Premier League, that'll be a free-for-all. We will be able to buy anybody we want when we get to the Premier League, but that will all depend on what people want me to do. So let's add him to the shortlist because Poco looks great. DK showing great potential, but he's only 66. Stats are good. Fellaini, are you insane? Dugalic is definitely someone. Oh, then again, yes, great strength, but that pace, that instantly puts me off. I'd prefer a more mobile centre-back. Forestieri, I'm committed to try and buy him in January. Oh no, I'm committed to try and buy him next year. Adam Reach, another good player, but Joe Bryan. What was Joe Bryan's stats? He's right on the limit. 76, yeah, and definitely the kind of player we would need for next year. Definitely. So those were good suggestions last time round. Right, and then we're playing this one. We're going to start with Osorio. We're going to start with Osorio in midfield. And we're going to go with our youngster Cunningham. Because he is freaking awesome in my opinion. He's only 70, he's 69 rated. He's the great number of 69, but he is a tall Donny. He is a very tall Donny. And let's get Andy a bit warmed up. Oh, can you hear that cracking? Oh, Andy, was that your hip? KB, have you still got that Zimmer frame you give to Grant Holt in your Wigan career mode? Because I think Andy might need it. And while we're here, while we're waiting, let's see if David Moyes has got over his sacking recently. Nah. He doesn't look like it, does it? It's alright, David. It's alright. It's alright. What's life without a bit of fun?
What a match, and it's live.
He'd spent to Shnikes. I like how you've just spelled. I don't even know if that's the right spelling for Shnikes, but that's brilliant. I hope that is the right spelling for Shnikes. Sorry, breaks through the middle. Going to cut back and then try and dink it up. Ah, Cameron's there. Going to some bit of space. Doesn't get his foot around it. And can only send it wide. Good strength by Freddie Sears, but loses out to Dawson. Oh, way up. How did that go through Sears' legs? Any predictions for the Champions League final? Like exact scores from anybody?
Good challenge here.
Free kick ref, thank you very much.
The referee asserting his authority here.
Ferran Torres. Cool, will do.
Well, that's risky going in like that.
Well, it was
Right.
times. He didn't get the ball.
Come on.
But he knows he's committed a foul there.
Oh, it's going to be Cunningham that takes the shot. Left peg! Get in! It freaking works every single time! Cheat code unlocked! Easy, 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 easy.
But if you keep going into that sort of area, the ball will drop.
That is a cheat code.
Perfectly for him.
That's a lesson to anybody enduring a goal drought. Keep getting into the positions.
That saves me having to learn how to actually take free kicks in this stupid game. I mean, Salah will score 2 goals, Ronaldo will score a hat-trick. So who will win though? So at the minute it's 2-3 Real Madrid. Do you think that's going to be it?
Here's O'Shea.
3-1 Madrid, Benzema, Ronaldo, Mane and Isco. I like that with Isco scoring. I don't think Benzema will score, personally. I like that with it. I think Isco is definitely one of those that if he doesn't start, then he'll definitely get a goal later on if he comes on as a sub. Definitely. He just is that kind of player. I mean, who would have put Casemiro to score against Juve last year? I know I definitely wouldn't have done. Good morning, Crazy Pizza Gaming. Hope you're doing well.
They've got numbers in this attack, and it looks dangerous.
Sears rolls his man. Gets the wrong side. Hang on. Gets the wrong side of him. Liverpool 3, Madrid 1. You see, everyone's putting 4 goals. And I can understand why, because the teams always concede goals. Those two teams do. We've got a penalty. We've got a penalty. We're going to let Osorio take it because he won it. I think because they've both been free scoring, it could be a tight final. I think it could be 1-0.
Didn't seem to get balance right there. It was a clumsy challenge.
Osorio. Goal for West Ham. I don't know, Crazy Pizza Gaming. I'll have to check. I think they are.
This manager loves to hug his players up.
And it's 2-0 in 17 minutes thanks to a free kick and a penalty. Set pieces galore this game. 1-1 penalty shootout. What, you mean the penalty shootout's going to be 1-0? 1-1. That's fine with you. Yeah. Being a United fan, I can understand that, Ricky. You being a United fan, I'm not a United fan, for anyone who's wondering. To be perfectly honest, I just hope Salah doesn't bottle it in the big game. Because you have this, where players do have great seasons, and then when it comes to the big stage, a la World Cup or anything like that, they fail hard. So for his complete season, I hope he doesn't. I hope he doesn't bottle it. Good tackle by Cameron. I think it's been publicised for the first time, but I think it happens every year because we don't usually have a team in the final, and it's what you call it. It's only fair, not only fair, so to say, but it happens every single day that flights get cancelled for overbooking or whatever. So I just think it's been publicised because it's the World Cup. Sorry, it's the World Cup, it's the Champions League final, and it's affected someone in England. But flights get cancelled, delayed due to all kinds of reasons all the time. And I, to be perfectly honest, blame the airline who was actually dealing with it, because they should have made sure there's enough spaces. Osorio does well to work into the space, and a good save from Murphy. Feel sorry for the Liverpool fans. You can watch it on YouTube. It doesn't matter about having it on BT Sport. They're putting it live on the BT Sport YouTube channel. So if you've got YouTube, you can watch it. That was BT's promise. Both the Europa League final and the Champions League final are technically free to air through the internet. Oh, Etienne Jr. with the pace. Slides it through. Oh, Osorio can't get there. Just overhit from Etienne Jr.
An easy one for the linesman. He was a good couple of yards.
And it's one thing that I like about BT having it rather than Sky. Because at least you have an option. At least you stand a chance of being able to watch it. Oh, nice. Oh, well done, Patterson. Well done. Get it in. Oh, it's over one. But Etienne Jr. off the post. Is it gone in? Oh, come on. That had to have crossed the line. I know, it's just insane. That keeper just made a madness. Well, to be perfectly honest, he caused half of it himself by bobbling it.
A low cross into the area. Patterson.
If he didn't bobble it, then he wouldn't have had to make that second save in the first place, but still. And that is a good confident half from us. Nice and simple, nice and calm. And we've limited Barry to no shots on target.
Referee just checking everything is in order, and he blows for the second half to start. And here's O'Shea. Stopped emphatically and just as well. The approach play looked very encouraging.
Cunningham bursting forward, gives it off to Osorio. Ooh, heavy touch. Into Etienne Jr. Oh, Etienne drills it in. Osorio! Well played. Very well played, guys. Works it in lovely. And Osorio to change his feet. I thought he was going to miss this. But Etienne Jr. does well. Osorio gets into the space. Yeah, and if he'd gone with his left, he's probably missed that. So to stab you with the right, he actually made the right choice. As awkward as it looked, that's a really good finish. And I think, of the strikers that I have at the minute, João is definitely the one I want to sell. And I will sell in Jan. I will either sell him in Jan. No, I'll sell him at the end. I'll sell him. Yeah, I'll send him in January. Just get a new striker in January. Who do I think Port Vale's best player is? Tom Pope. 100% Tom Pope. But of all time, Tony Naylor. At the minute it is Tom Pope, but Tony Naylor is my favourite player of all time from Port Vale. Ah, bad choice from Sears.
Read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception.
Well done, Florinus.
Robinson. Trying to get involved, I think, the forward by coming this deep to get on the ball. Dabo. And now he's looking for some support. Made the challenge well. Maguire. Bum.
Well done, Dabo. Oh, Osorio, nice bit of change of pace. Oh, Osorio.
It was a real opportunity. Might be a key moment in there from a defensive point of view.
Yeah, well, they really did converge on him quickly. He's missed by much, but he's missed it.
Dawson. And here they are on the attack. On the move and able to cut out the pass. Well, they look promising there in that wide area.
Hello, Owen. How are you doing? Thank you very much for coming and joining the stream. Hope you're doing well.
It's gone astray, out of play. Here we're going to have a substitution. Seems as though it's for tactical reasons. Madison. Good forward play from them.
Oh, the right back, Florinus. He's got into the box. Florinus, all the way in. Oh, he's off the post. Sears finally finishes it, though. Or is he offside? Oh, he's offside. Okay. I was premature on the sounds.
Well, this must have been very tight indeed. But we get the advantage of another look that the officials, of course, don't.
No, and it was such a close call. But
Nah, I can't do that. I can't do that to Vale. Vale need a chance anyway. Full Vale's best player will be David Worrell. Worrell is don't get me wrong, Worrell was number 2 this year. He was number 2 in my favourite players this year. Not only because when we were in one of the sponsorship boxes, like halfway through the season, and next to us was some of Worrell's family. Really, really good laugh. And they were just telling us all the stuff, just having a laugh with him when we were at some of the games this year. So, Worrell is definitely number 2 for this season, but Pope is just Pope. There's just something about he does stuff for Vale, and he always has done. And I think because of the lack of goals we had through the year, his 19 or 20 goals this season at times kept Vale up this year. Don't get me wrong, Worrell this year as well did his absolute best at time when Pope was suffering. We had 3 bits of quality throughout the team this year. One was Pope, one was Worrell, and the other was Whitfield when he wanted to. They were the only 3 bits of quality we had in the team this year. I don't, Jaden. I don't. I'm not a fan of Ultimate Team at all.
Looking to take the corner quickly. Exciting player, isn't he? The wide
Yeah.
man has been
Well, he's getting his team together. The signings he's making as well actually make sense. You know, you look at the players and you look at the players that have already been named. I don't have any coins, so no. I don't get. I don't have any coins, Jaden. So I can't. And to be perfectly honest, I don't know how that would work because I'm not that familiar with Ultimate Team.
Here's O'Shea.
That's a good goal from Cameron. That is a good goal.
A long, long way to go.
I mean, you look at the players he brought in. You brought in January. Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, Angus needs seasoning. Angus needs some more experience. So hopefully, a full pre-season in the league. I mean, when he played at the last end of the season, he looked like he'd got some talent. Don't get me wrong, he looked like he got some talent, but he looked like he was missing confidence. Or, well, confidence and where to be on the pitch, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? He kind of missed that. He kind of just missed that at, towards the end of the season. And what the hell is going on with Berry? But did he ever play Donovan Wilson? Yeah, he did. And to be perfectly honest, Wilson didn't look any good. He had flashes of, yes, I can run in behind, but every time he got the ball, he never really looked like he was going to do any damage. And fair play to him. Obviously, something was said behind the scenes because he didn't play. Good morning, Kyle. Hope you're doing well. Oh, lovely turn from Joel.
Now this looks promising.
Sears. Alright, nicely done, Freddie. Go on, do him again. Oh, Freddie Sears. Freddie Sears. Oh, good save from the keeper. And Jaden, I'm not going to do that. I am not going to do that. I'm sticking with the career mode. I'm not going to go on Ultimate Team just for a check, see how many coins I've got, because I don't go on Ultimate Team at all. So it's probably next to nothing, so it's pointless. No, I don't, Kyle. It's not. It's rubbish in some people's eyes. It's rubbish in some people's eyes, but for other people, they love it. So you know, he will be. I mean, he will be. A nice 3-1 win there. He needs more positioning sense, and that will come with game time. And it will also come with having someone like Leon Legg standing next to him going like this. Oi, positioning, get back here. Oi, you, left back. Here, now, sit, stay. Good, Montano, stay. You know, it only comes, because he's a left winger by trade, he obviously wants to push forward that little bit more, and he needs to be pulled back a little bit because he leaves too much space in behind him. And that's where we got done so many times this season, not just with Montano, but Danny Pugh as well. Even though Danny Pugh was a left back when he started his career. Yes, absolutely. And you know what, Marcus Brown, you're not going to get a game. We're going to accept the offer. Who have we blocked? So we blocked Niambe. Yeah, they're the ones who we need to block. It's fair enough. Oh, I forgot we sold Snodgrass. Awesome. We forgot him. Yes. As long as he kind of recreates some of the stuff that he did this year for Wickham, and then I'll be happy. Even if he does half of it. I just want one goalkeeper for the entire freaking season. Instead of having to chop and change nearly every single week when someone drops a ball at Crew and then doesn't play again, then gets released. I still think that was a little bit harsh on Boot. But fair enough, Hornby was under contract for this year, so it's cheaper to keep him rather than negotiate a one-year contract with someone who's definitely going to be the reserve keeper. Yep, completely agree with you, Owen. Completely agree with you. We're going to stick the youth team out. Well, the reserve team, should I say, for this game. Sim it. Get it quickly done. Is it? No. I thought it wasn't starting till half 10. Give me 2 seconds, let me just check this. Because I haven't had me ping on my phone to notify me that it's starting. Oh. The programme doesn't start till 10:45. We've got it till at least 11 o'clock now, Kyle. The programme doesn't start till 10:45, so it's going to be at least 15 minutes after that. It's got to start. It's going to start at 11 o'clock. Yeah. Yes. You scared me then, Kyle. You scared me. How dare you? Right, which was the KB? Are you still in here, mate? What was that Ferran guy that you mentioned? It's gone from the chat. I can't see it. See if Ferran brings up anything. He said right mid. It's got to be him. It's got to be him. Canate. Oh, great. Canate is coming from. Brooks. Right. You do me treating. You got dropped because you were playing flipping. I hate these players and the moaning about not being played. You didn't play the last game because I wanted to put the reserve team out. But of course, you moaned. And guess what? You dropped for the next one. Well, not really, but who will win the Champions League tonight? I don't know. I said that I wouldn't mind Liverpool to win just so an English team wins, but my gut says that Real Madrid will do enough. Is Canate fit to... No, he's not quite fit to play yet. So we're going to have to play one more game with Reece Oxford. And we're going with Osorio and Sears again because they're... And you know what? I'm going to do it now. Any of you got an idea for a striker that's not higher than 73 rated? Right, so he's... Can I just release Tooman? Too many players released already. Oh, fair enough. Let's go between 70 and 73. And I'd like him with a decent bit of pace, if you don't mind. Oops, sorry for hitting the mic there. Preferably no older than 29 years old. Axel.
Hi there everybody, Martin Tyler here. Alan Smith is alongside me. League One football for you today. Alan.
Delighted to be here, Martin. Looking forward to it.
In our game today, West Ham United against Walsall. West Ham United, well, they'll be hoping to improve on those drop points at home when they only drew against Bradford City.
No, I mean, a bit unlucky in the 0-0 draw.
You know what? Both of those suggestions for Moise Keane and Axel May, I might try and get both of them. One's 22 and the other's 17. One's 5'9", one's 6 foot. You know, I might try and get both of them. I mean, the 71 and 70 rated to start off with. But add them in alongside, as in a rotation. So we have 2 for one game, 2 for the other. And then we've also got Carroll still as the cheat code. I'll see if we can get both of them in the transfer window. Gunnarsson, go on, have a bang. Oh, good block. How many defenders have Walsall got here? Oh, it didn't work this time. Fair enough. Let's get it whipped in with the left foot. Straight at Kuya. 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 It's good to be playing at home again. Can I have a free kick for that, ref, please? Thank you. We finished it. We finished it, Owen. That's the reason why we changed. We did everything we needed to do. We won League 2, won League 1, won the Championship, won the Premier League, and won the Champions League.
They are the league leaders, Alan, and they're playing like league leaders.
That's quite good about them, Martin. Produced some majestic stuff today.
And they've cut it out.
Oh, Eel. That's a great ball for Shark.
Could be dangerous.
Oh, what a ball. Edwards, Trott just stands there and lets it hit his foot. I tell you what, Trott is an underrated keeper. Gunnarsson. Beautiful ball. Etienne drills it in. Can we get it in? No, we can't. High exchange gaming. Well, hello again, should I say. One more. He's Sunderland player, isn't he? Is he? One more. Could always go back to the full cheat code and get Linda Gooch. No, I'm not that. Sears. Beautiful ball. Osorio. Beautiful Swedish name. Beautiful West Ham goal. While they're celebrating, let's have a look at this magic. And what more? Duncan Watmore's not actually that much pace. He's not that much pace. And then, oh, he's the one, Josh Magic. Josh Magic's not good enough. He's too young. And he's 62 to start off with.
He works hard on his team on the training ground and seen some reward for it down there now.
Great goal from Osorio though. He's not that pacey. Let's put it this way: Hiroki Abe is quicker. Hiroki Abe's acceleration is 90. Watmore's is 70. Oh no, high 80s. Osorio to the area. Osorio has come good in the last couple of bits, but he's still rubbish at one-on-ones. Oh, well done, Brooksy. And have a bang. Oh, close! Brooksy! Damn! Have thank you.
There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view.
Osorio.
You could see what he was trying to do. Passed it into the net, but passed it off target. Well off target.
It's because I was looking at the transfers, that's what it was. Good header from Brooks. Ow! Flipping chair. Which made a right big creaking noise.
Spotted a teammate and he's got the technique as well as the vision to switch the play. Brooks. Trying to get involved, I think, the forward by coming this deep to get
Brooks.
on the ball.
Breaking forward. Can he get space for the left peg shot? He can! Brooks! Oh, good save from Roberts. Just tried to chink into the top corner. Well done, Oxford. Oh, Sears! Do it to him, Freddie. I think we've now got a very good lineup now. Sears, oh, trying to just get a little bit of space for Sears. He worked. Oh, he up. And we've got to watch out for this, Edwards.
Good position. They've worked this attack very well. To a quite a dangerous position.
Oh no, no, back post. Volley from Shorik and he's missed. Evs, it's just Carroll.
Saw it coming, cut it out. Good work.
Good tackle from Robinson. All the way up. Whatever. It depends what kind of one you want to do, Owen. I will say this for everybody: we all get different enjoyment out of this. Obviously, I get the enjoyment of starting with a lower team or a stripped out team and then building them back up. So that's why I get my enjoyment. But some people just want to be able to build the superstar squad. So it's all down to you. All down to what enjoyment you get. I want to do mid-team in the top leagues. Well, if you're going for... If you want a semi-challenge, why don't you do Burnley? Because you'll have a small budget. They've still got a relatively strong team, but then there'll be a chance to try and break into the big boys with that small budget.
Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it.
Oh, Brooks, that second touch. But then again, and I'm sure Evs will agree with this, that you should do QPR. Or even Leeds in the Championship.
Bit of space to go forward into with the ball.
Oh, try to just give Guthrie the little how's you do. Well, Shorrock's down. And that's half time. It's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout. Wolfsburg in the Premier League. The afterlife.
Good voice at half time, having seen a good first half performance from their team. Second half underway. Into the attacking third. See it.
How many players am I surrounded by right now?
Just moving the opposition.
There's a flat back 9 for Walsall. Great tackle by Patterson. Oh, he cuts in. Shoots. Good block by Guthrie. Osorio. Brooks. Left. Oh, he hit it with his right. Oh, we have got Oxford at the back post, but he's got dropped to Gunnarsson. Penalty referee. Ref. I had control of the ball, I think you'll find.
To see, of course, the assistants don't. Whether that will change down the years, I'm not sure. But anyway,
if he's fit, Heaton
shows he's got it right.
He has. There's no real goal-scoring chance, but defensively pleased that their organisation brought him up.
Favourite country to scout youth players. It doesn't matter. To be perfectly honest, I like going to Japan.
Progress with this attack.
For youth players, but I will say that where I've got my most fruitful players from has actually been America, because we had Victor White in the Vale career mode, who turned out to be an absolute god. I think we've got one, I don't know where Cunningham, I think Cunningham might actually be English, but we've gone to USA this year and potentially got another good one. America's always been good to me, but it doesn't really matter. It's more. It's luck of the draw with the youth team. It is luck of the draw. But they would say for cost-wise, you're better off going to say China, Japan, Saudi Arabia for cost, because it's a little bit cheaper.
Well, the goalkeeper will hope that it stays like that throughout the game.
I go Heaton. If he's fit.
They could pose some danger now. Stopped him.
Oh, I'm settled at the minute, Kyle. I've got Moise Keane and Axel May, or Mayer, or Mia, me. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Now a goal kick. Well, they're still trailing, and they need to do something now if they want to get back into this game. Maybe some fresh legs will do the trick.
Is it time, boys? Is it time?
Mason.
Just say yes or no. Is it time?
And it looks dangerous.
Quick-witted and quick in his movement too to intercept there. Read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. Could be a chance here. They've got the ball into a good area. He's beaten his man. It's a weak.
It's time. It's time. It's Carroll time. No. No, it's better to scout in New Zealand than Spain, because it's cheaper. And that's what I'm saying. It's cheaper to where it's cheaper to go. It doesn't. It's all randomly generated, so it's not like you're guaranteed to get a better player from Spain, unless they've which I don't think they've changed. It is actually better to go to the cheaper countries, because you stand the same. If you've got a five-star scout, you know what? Let's just get the subs on. Let's get the subs on. If as long as you've got five-star scout, it doesn't matter on the country. It's all on the scout. So sometimes it is better to go into wherever it is cheaper, just because they'll end up saving you money in the long term, because you'll only have to go there a couple of times. And you'll still roughly get the same amount of decent players. I don't know if he did it in this FIFA. I know he definitely did it for FIFA 17. Have a look at a guy called Bama Striker 9, B-A-M-A Striker 9. He did like tons of like scouting videos and stuff like that for youth players, and where to get the better ones from and where to get more bang for your buck, so to speak. And if you're looking for a specific player, then you know, he'd give you an idea of what to do. Yeah. As I said, I don't know whether he's done it on FIFA 18 or I know he did on 17. Shorik. Shocking! That should have been 1-1. Yeah, just don't get me wrong. I don't personally like his voice, and it does annoy me a little bit. But you know, that's just personal preference. Carroll's through. Andy Carroll. Cheat code enabled. Number 2. Andy Carroll with the goal. Great finish as well. Just got to say, that is a great finish. Jones slides it through. Carroll, one touch out of his feet and then strikes it into the far corner. Andy Carroll. Cheat code 2-0. Oh, Carroll.
Andy Carroll.
Doing it all. Oh, nearly did it all.
Here's Roberts. Well, here's an opportunity with the ball over the
Simeon Jackson. Keepers, nice one, try. Good Jody Jones. Lovely play from Sears to Jones. No, Zardes is definitely a good shout. Sears, edge of the area. Sears! Good save by Roberts. No, Gierson Zardes is definitely a good play. He's tall as well. You know what? Let's have a look at how much he actually is. Because he's a player that I've wanted to use as well for a while. Oh, up. Keeper, 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 thank you. Get in!
3 more points, still on top of the table in the middle of the season here.
Yeah, and the only way he's up for this team.
It's only 71 to start off with as well.
On the sideline. He's really optimistic.
What's his strength like?
Well, he's had a very
No.
Oh, lots of energy, lots of quality.
But he only grows one more. He's got a 71 rating to start off with, but only grows to 72. Whereas Moise Keane and Axel May start at 71 and 70 respectively, but grow to 80s. No, I'm not. Hi, Angry Birds 03. I'm not going to go for Zardes. Maybe if we were in League 1, maybe if we'd have got him at the start of League 1, then yes, it would have been good for 2 years. But no, not seeing as we're going to be going into the Championship. I can't risk having a player like that. I might as well just stick with Jow. I'm not too bad, Angry Birds. How are you? Let's get those 2 scouted. No, I will. I will win the Premier League before that. I'm not that bad. No. If I was in a situation when I hadn't completed the career mode before, I'd be in the same situation as I was with Birmingham. Right, so we can't get Moise Keane at the minute because he's on loan. Brayton's a good shout. Yeah. Let's get him scouted. Let's get Ben scouted. Let's see him down. He's finishing at the start off. He's only 68, so hopefully his finishes increase a little bit. But yeah, I was in the similar situation at the end of FIFA 17 with Burton, where we won the Premier League, but I got knocked out of the Champions League, so I couldn't get through to win the Champions League in time. So there is call for from at least one person in the chat that said I should have stayed with Burton through the start of the Premier League, through the start of the new game. I should have stayed on FIFA 17 until I completed that career mode, and I said no, because it's YouTube career, it's YouTube suicide, really. Because if you don't play the new game when it's out, you lose so much in the what you call it. You lose so much in the searches, because everyone is uploading the new game. So if I was in a stage where I needed to, choose, do I upload the old game or the new game, I would cancel the series on the old one and start a new one on the new game. I would have to, because otherwise it is YouTube career suicide by staying with the older game. Unless it gets 3 or 4 months down the line, the new game's terrible, and everyone switches back to the old game, which kind of happens with Call of Duty every single freaking year. So, you know. Within 2 or 3 weeks of a new Call of Duty coming out, everyone is released like the best setup videos, the best weapon in class, and they think, huh, what can I do now? Let's slate this game and go back to the old one and say the old one's back. Even though they slated the old game all the way through. It's just the way the COD community works, and the same with everything else. But you don't tend to see that with FIFA. They don't go back to the old game. They don't go back to the FIFA. Say we don't go back to FIFA 17. You go back to FIFA 12, FIFA 13, FIFA 14. That's when people go back to, and it's then retro. So people get away with it because it's retro. And I also find it funny, but you know, that's me. Let's have a look at these first youth scouts. Have we got anything from Algeria? Ooh, no. You've got a very high potential, but your starting overall is low. Cool. I hope you learned something from there as well, Owen. No, we haven't got anyone really. I mean, Oscar Green again. No. Whoa. Hopefully Canate is fit, because I do not want to be playing Oxford in more than one team anymore. No. Neufeld? No. Get out. Get loosed. Canate's back to semi-fitness, which is good. I didn't give Jones a start this episode, so let's do that. Anyone else deserving of a start? No, not really. So 19 games in. Yeah, he's playing in the reserve team in a minute. He's technically, he gets games every other game. So we've got this game against Rochdale, which will take us to about, say, 22. And then we'll sim the Emirates FA Cup game. I think this Rochdale is going to be the last played game of the episode. Yeah, it will be. because I want to finish early and I want to watch the Grand Prix the practice. So this will be the last play game that we do. Why isn't it a full team? I'd be all for it. If they did that, that'd be brilliant, because then, and I would, honestly, I hadn't thought of that, but just thinking about that now would be excellent, because you get, I wouldn't exactly, but I wouldn't say under 23s, I'd say under 21s, under 20s, under 20s, not under 23s, under 20s, and that would be your youth team. You've already got your youth academy in there, but actually let them play. Even if you don't control the games, just let the youth team simulate a game. Have that youth team in, and then have a report back and say these are the like they do in Football Manager. Have a report saying these are your best youth prospects right now, and you can then choose and sign in and get scouts. Still do the scouts as normal to bring new players in. But they have to play matches before you get the kind of potential in that. I think that would be a brilliant addition. Don't know how feasible it is for them to do, but I think it'd be a great addition. Because at least that way, then you can you can see the stats of the players. Yeah, obviously you can see the raw stats of saying this player's quick, this player's whatever. But giving them game time and how much they play could be another way of them doing, instead of doing just normal training and letting them grow naturally. If they didn't get morale and confidence to allow their skills to grow quicker. Pardon me. That kind of stuff. My voice is killing me right now. Well, Kyle, you need to have a quick look at... I don't know whether he took the video down, but a guy called Arav, A-A-R-A-V-A, or lose the second A, he released a video the other day, and there's 5 things to bring him back, and interviews, like the journey interviews, like where you've got like multiple options to choose from, are going to be in the game again. There's also going to be more paddock locations that you're going to have. There's going to be like different way they do the driver contracts. It's like way to pursue contracts. Don't know how much that goes into it and how much deals that goes into it. And yeah, well, I like it. I like hers. I like the idea of hers. I do, because they use it in the real. They use it in they use it in real life, so why not have it in the game? Even though it was Kerr's last time, wasn't it? See us, bit of space. Oh. Yeah, no, I don't like. I think the idea of feeder teams gets way too complicated because not every team has them or has the ability to use them. And the politics behind what a feeder team does is under discussion right now because of some of the championship teams are saying that Wolves are doing it unfairly. I mean, Watford did it for a while with Udinese when Zola was manager, and it got them back to the Premier League. And that's what Wolves have done. So I think feeder teams might be a bit too more complex rather than having an under-20s team. To be perfectly honest, I haven't checked my fantasy. But for this, it's got to be Red Bulls as the team. And then I would have Ricciardo as the main driver, definitely. I'm going to have Charles Leclerc as a cheap driver. And I'd probably say Perez. I think you've got to have a Force India because they do Perez does something stupid on tyre strategies sometimes and can put it together. And then I can't remember how many I've said. So I've said Ricciardo, Leclerc. You can have 4 drivers, can't you? So I'd have to have, if I can afford him, I'd then have to have Hamilton. But I'll have to check that. I haven't checked my results. I haven't checked the one from Spain, actually, to be honest with you. 5 drivers. Okay. So I'd have to pick another one. I'd see how much money I then had left. And then choose. But I probably might go for Gasly. If again, money. What about you? What's your feeling, Kyle?
The player's a bit unhappy about this, but we can see it again, whether it should have been offside or not. It was called offside.
Well, who would be a linesman, but this linesman, he's one of the best, and he gets it right here.
Brooks. Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass. Well, this attack got a bit of menace to it.
I'm concentrating right now. I've just realised I haven't been talking for a couple of minutes because this is actually quite hard to break through. And then saying that, Osorio gets a shot in. It's actually very difficult to break through this Rochdale team. Yeah. I mean, Magnussen is one that I mean, I forgot about him. But Magnussen has the edge on Grosjean, full stop. This year, 100%. I don't know whether they've favoured him from the start of the season. I think fair enough, he's might be Haas's first choice, but for the rest of the drivers, they would prefer to kick him out the series right now because they don't like him, and I can kind of understand for some of his antics that he's done. Williams are done for this year, so if anyone picks a Williams driver, then unless, all right, apart from if it rains, then I would have to put a little bit on Stroll. He seems to be able to pick it up a little bit in the rain. Don't know why. But in the rain, and he's got a very good habit of picking up first lap places. Sorokin, don't rate him. But Williams are dead and buried this year. Yeah. Seriously, no, just Stroll in the rain. He just seems to be able to do something in the rain. He's very good when it's to start off in the rain. When it then gets to the change into slick, he then struggles. But I'm just saying, if it's just rain, give it a little go, Stroll. Watch out for him. I'm definitely going to have to call this the last one. My voice is killing me. I'm sorry. No, I think I don't think Kubica's quick enough anymore. Otherwise, I think they would have already done it. There's a concern. Oh, Joel, just over the bar. There's a concern there. That is, otherwise they would have put him in by now. Sorokin is good. He's a good driver in the former categories. But if Kubica had shown anything like his previous best, I mean Pascal Wehrlein as well. But there must be a contract thing that stopped Wehrlein going to Williams. Must have been. Oh, and a great deflection gives Rochdale the lead. Oh, my voice is killing me. No, I did not. Doesn't it? It didn't interest me. I mean, oh. It's a big thing for this country, but I didn't watch it. I'm too stressed out about my own wedding. I'm not going to watch someone else's. Unless I get a physical invite.
Now here's a chance to get at the opposition. Here's the chance. Here's the chance. Goalkeeper exposed. Now we're going to have an alteration. Madison. Cannon. On the attack here. The teammates who are clearly on the same wavelength. And the referee spotted that deflection. He's pointed for the corner. He's doing more, isn't he, than just keeping
Yeah,
ticking over.
Sergei will get a point.
He's running the show.
He will get a point this year. But he won't beat Monaco, and Grosjean will definitely get a point. If Grosjean doesn't get a point this year, then he's had a horrible season. He'll have to crash at the majority of the remaining races to make sure he doesn't get a point. What a save. Oh, we got so lucky there.
Could be awkward if he loses the ball here, and he might do. Pressure on him.
This is the first time we've been outplayed in a while.
Moving the opposition around with their play, these two players. Players done well here until it was the direction of the pass, really. Right idea, but couldn't find his man over the touchline. He's given possession away here.
2012 Grosjean was funny though.
Well, this attack could have been a
2012 Grosjean is every year's Pastor Maldonado.
put in from the wide area, only partially away from danger. And it's a
The ball
shot
is just dropping for Rochdale right now.
Threw it rather wrong.
Yeah, probably did choose the wrong option. Should have tried to get some power behind that shot.
There's good progress with this attack. In quickly, McNulty.
Magnussen.
Some options now for the pass.
But only in the fact that he's getting in everyone else's way, not the fact that he's crashing all the time. Free kick, ref. Come on, ref. He went through the back of him.
That is a cheap piece of play to give them.
This isn't working.
Ball away like that.
Well done, Canate. Hold it up. Thank you.
He shielded it well. Now this looks promising. Still got a bit to do, but this is promising.
Brooks.
Oh, the goal.
Good save by Lillis.
The goalkeeper got across to it.
No. I can win this without Carroll. I need the midfield to be stronger. The midfield is just horrible. It just doesn't feel strong. Without Gunnarsson in the middle, we lose that. We lose that bit of physical strength. And Busquets just seems to just go missing.
Attacking well here.
Oh, no. That was a mistake.
With a tackle.
Free, ref, come on. Ref, how is that not a free kick?
Cannon.
And Sears looks like, hopefully you can shake that off. He has done.
Well, we could get some news on the injury. I think Jeff Shreves is on the case.
Oh, for crying out loud. 2-0.
Surely. Oh, they could have increased
Come on.
their advantage then.
Yeah, I think that would have been game over. It should have been really from that distance.
Well, here they come. All at once, the three substitutes. I like the look of this attack.
Gunnarsson. Shoots, good save down low from Lillis again.
Yeah, good hand to turn it aside.
Oh, we got had an opportunity in the back post. Dabo. Etienne Jr. Get it back across. Shoot. Oh, come on. Oh. See you later, Kyle. Lillis has been amazing this game. Just saying. Osorio. Yes. Get the ball, Joel. Get the ball. Great ball in from Jody Jones. Osorio back post unmarked, and it's just gone into the corner. We're back on level terms.
Level. Both sides have scored here now. Delaney. Onto the attack now. Good vision. We have to praise the defenders, of course, and that was a good piece of reading the play, but could they have done better, the attacking side?
I think they can. They had the extra man there, but they didn't use the ball.
Okay. Get out, get out, get out.
2 more minutes to play, that's of added time. Well, the break is off, the support's there, they could actually get in.
Osorio tries to slide it in.
What a good interception.
Well, that's going to be full time as soon as they clear it. Yep. But then again, we got the point. We didn't lose, which is good.
Well, there we are, that's the final score, and it's finished level. They've got a point apiece.
Yeah, neither side really producing the best. Not too many chances.
Which is much better to say that we didn't lose than.
It's gone for a corner.
I think we should have won that game in the first half. We should have won that game. We had enough chances in the first half, and then the second half, Rochdale just come out and just flooded us. Absolutely flooded us. Watch them be. I'm gonna have a look at now. Watch Rochdale be close to the bottom of the league. Actually, no, the 5th. Okay, fair enough. I'll let them have that. I'll let them have that. They've played well. Right, so we've got one sim game to do, and then we'll be calling it a stream. We'll be sending out the reserve team again. And Cunningham is American. And we'll see what happens here with this game. Also got a yellow card with Guthrie. Well, Jin Yang is going to have to go off injured. Dabo's gone on in his place. Sagbanic has gone on and scored though. And it's a draw. So we've got a replay. Not what we wanted. But we'll sim it anyway when he comes around. And let's have a look at what that injury is. Torn groin, 2 months. Well. Just get the training done and then we'll end it there. So once again, guys, thank you very much for coming joining the stream on this Saturday morning. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you enjoy the football that's going on this afternoon with the Championship playoff final and then the Champions League playoff and then the Champions League final, sorry, this evening. Thank you very much for coming and spending the time in the chat. Thank you for enjoying it. If you have, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you've not already. Got any comments and concerns, leave it in the chat or send me a message on Twitter at Raccas Gaming. And I'll speak to you tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. See you later. Tra.
about to